Hello Leo, welcome to your reading. Hope you're all well. Thank you for tuning in. It's Saturday the 4th of July 2026. I'm going to do a read for you guys and see what you've got going on. Looking at the recent past, present moment and potential. Please take what resonates and leave what does not. So what messages do we have for Leo? What is in the recent past for Leo? What is in the past for Leo? The Star in reverse, the Six of Swords in reverse, the Two of Pentacles in reverse, and the Five of Pentacles in the upright. So, in the recent past, we have self-doubt, lack of healing or no healing, resistance or fear of moving on, very overwhelmed, lots of responsibilities, perhaps with your day-to-day life, money, finances, job or career, and feeling a bit left out in the cold or being in some sort of poverty mindset, victim mindset, or a lack of mindset, feeling a bit left out, rejected, and not feeling in a very good place at all by looking at this energy. I'm getting the energy of feeling like you're doing it alone. The energy, you're feeling like you're doing it alone, or you was feeling like you were doing it alone, or you were being left out in some way. Those ones. So that's in the recent past. Let's have a look at the present moment. Let's hope it's a bit more positive in the present moment for you, Leo. Is it? I hope so. Present moment for Leo. What's in Leo's current energy? Does that say Leon? Leon? Is anyone called Leon, or you know anyone called Leon? Leon. Leon, lion, Leo, Leon. Okay. Present moment for Leo. Or Leon, if your name is Leon and you're listening, this might be a message for you. Present moment for Leo. Knight of Cups in reverse, Knight of Wands in reverse, the Ace of Pentacles in the upright, and the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So you're feeling a bit scattered in the present moment. There is a potential for stability or to maybe pick yourself up in some way after having all this, well, rubbish sort of energy. Bit down, a bit lonely, or feeling a bit left out, feeling really overburdened, overwhelmed, trying to organise everything, or perhaps this is something to do with your money. Perhaps you haven't had, or you don't feel like you've got enough money for the things that you need to do. Knight of Cups in reverse, Knight of Wands in reverse, Ace of Pentacles in the upright, Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So your emotions are a bit up and down. Your actions are a bit defeated, deflated, or a bit inconsistent or scattered. Ace of Pentacles, possibility to stabilise all that, or perhaps you are getting a bit more money. Perhaps the possible financial issues that you might have had in the past, if you had those, could be, you know, money could be on the turn. You could be feeling in a more stable place financially. Perhaps you left the job and you've got a better job, or you were waiting on some money, or there's just something that's solidifying here, stabilizing, which is good to see. There's still this energy of not having enough, or not feeling able to depend on yourself completely, or you are dependent on something or someone financially or for some sort of stability, or you're depending on others too much and you're not sort of depending on yourself, or you feel like others are dependent on you. You feel like, you know, perhaps you've got children, a family, or there's just situations and people that depend on you. There could also be, I mean, you've got 2 knights in reverse here. There could be a couple of people or one person in your energy that you're not too sure about because they're not being completely level with you. They're being a bit inconsistent, or they're not really, you're questioning their emotions, their intentions, their actions, possibly wondering if they are stable. This could also be someone in your energy that's not very good with finances, I'm getting. So, let's have a look in the potential. And of course, I'm going to clarify, and I've got my oracle cards back out. I haven't used my oracle cards for quite a while in my readings, and I thought, well, I'll get them out. If I feel the need, depending on where the reading goes, if I feel a need to pull some, I will. Right. So, in the potential, going forward for Leo, what's in the potential for Leo? Three major arcanas. Death in the reverse, the Sun in the upright, there you are, the World in reverse, and the 8 of Wands in the reverse. There's still some change that needs to happen going forward in the potential, Leo, or there's still some sort of resistance to change or holding back from happiness. You're needing to make some sort of change or transition here that's going to bring you happiness, or there's some sort of enlightening moment that you need to, there's something you need to go through to bring you enlightenment, or for you to be able to see something clearly, or for you to be happy, or there is possibly something in the potential that is being shown to you, something that you are seeing in full light. There's still some very stuck. There's possibly some communication you're waiting on, or you're not in communication with someone, or there's some action that you need to take that you're not taking or resisting taking, and it's leaving you in this sort of stuck place. Well, there's something possibly about communication that you want with someone that they're not, possibly about a truth that they're not communicating to you, or they're holding back communicating with you about it. So let's have a look at the past energy. Let's revisit the past, the recent past first. Let's see what's going on with that, because the past brings us to the future. The past brings us to the present, and then the present, in the present we go forward towards the future. The potential. In the present there is always potential. That's a message for someone. Let me know if it resonates. Why is the Star here in the reverse in the recent past for Leo? So we have the Page of Cups in the reverse and the Chariot in the upright. So there's something here that went very quickly, or was going very quickly, or that you took action on very quickly, and it left you feeling quite disappointed. Page of Cups in reverse. This was possibly someone that you were connected to, or someone, perhaps it was a friend, a family member, Perhaps it was someone you were romantically connected to, but there was something here that disappointed you, and it wasn't quite what you thought it would be. Or there was someone here that possibly they were immature, or they were somewhat avoidant emotionally, or you just couldn't trust them in some way, or they disappointed you in some way, or you were waiting on some apology, some sort of an apology from someone that you didn't get, or someone came towards you very quickly, but it sort of ended in, well, it ended in disappointment, or it was disappointing. So what was the hold up? What was the resistance? Why is the Six of Swords here in reverse in the recent past for Leo? The Eight of Pentacles and the King of Cups in the upright. You put a lot of work, love and emotion into something here. You stuck around, you didn't move on, you were resistant from moving on because you wanted to work towards something. You put a lot of hard work into it. You had a lot of love for what this was, whether it was a job, a person, a situation, a family member, a friend. You had a lot of love, emotion and willingness towards this. So you stuck around, did the work, gave it your all, your love, your emotion, gave it everything. Why is the Five of Pentacles here in the recent past for Leo? The High Priestess in reverse and the Two of Wands in the upright. There was something here that was hidden, or someone that was hiding from you. There was possibly some red flags that you were ignoring here, Leo. Or you were ignoring your intuition. Or you was questioning something. You was at a crossroads. You didn't know which way to go. And I'm thinking that you took the path towards whatever this was and it disappointed you. You ignored your intuition that perhaps was telling you, don't go there. And you went there. Or someone here was being indecisive, or they had a decision to make, possibly a decision between two people, two paths, and they didn't choose you. They didn't choose you and you felt left out. You felt left out in the cold, rejected, unwanted. Or if this is to do with your job or finances, you took a chance on something, you ignored some sort of warning sign and it sort of affected you financially. It wasn't a good investment. Why is the Two of Pentacles here in reverse in the past for Leo? Six of Cups in reverse, the Emperor in reverse. I'm getting that you were very overwhelmed, but you were kind of, or there was something here about stubbornly holding on to something or someone from your past, or some sort of past emotion. Or there was someone you were dealing with that was holding on to something or someone from their past, and they were acting quite selfishly or irresponsibly, or there was like no direction. They didn't have any discipline or structure, or they weren't playing by the rules, or they were being very unfair or selfish, or whatever it was that they were doing. They weren't acting in their best sort of energy, to put it quite bluntly. What about the present moment? Why is the Knight of Cups here in reverse in the present moment? Excuse me, for Leo. Why is the Knight of Cups here in reverse in the present moment for Leo? The Chariot. Okay, two wanted to come out at once. I'll take them because I do when they come out like that. So we got the Chariot in the upright. Two of Swords in the reverse, Ace of Wands in the reverse, in the present moment. In the present moment, is there someone coming back towards you, or will be coming back towards you quite quickly? Or is there a question? I don't know, you seem very indecisive, or someone here is very indecisive about a new passionate beginning that's not happening or didn't happen possibly in the past. Someone doesn't know you, it's either you or someone you're connected to doesn't know how they feel about something. Something was going very fast and then it stopped or it slowed down because someone couldn't make a decision, or someone can't seem to make a decision. They can't seem to settle. They never know what they want. They never know what to decide. I just got the words fear of missing out. Someone's got a FOMO, fear of missing out. Someone, do they think the grass is greener, or they never quite know what to decide because they think they're going to miss out elsewhere? I don't know. I'm getting someone that's very inconsistent, possibly a bit of a player, possibly a bit emotionally avoidant, someone who likes to keep plenty of irons in the fire, a backup plan, all eventualities. But someone who goes in quite quick, or you went in quite quick to a situation and then you backed out, or someone came very quickly towards you, or in the current moment they are coming very quickly towards you and then they're backing away again. Like, I'm getting a runner-chaser dynamic if this is a romantic situation. Sorry. The sun just came out. There's something here about trust, and there's something here about being able to see something that's right in front of you. Something that's right in front of you. Okay. Knight of Wands in reverse. Why is he here for Leo in the present moment? Five of Pentacles and the Page of Cups again. So in the present moment, I'm getting that you're still dealing with someone or a situation or a family member, a friend, someone or a situation that is very inconsistent. Starts and stops, goes, stop, on, off. And someone keeps leaving you feeling rejected, left out. Someone keeps, or you keep feeling sort of left out, or you don't know how to feel about something or someone, or vice versa. Flip it as it resonates. It could be you, it could be another person, or the person you're connected to, or the situation you're connected to. This is why is the Ace of Pentacles here in the present moment for Leo? The Hermit in reverse and the Three of Wands. Someone's waiting for someone to come back, something to come back. Someone's waiting for someone to be committed, and they're avoiding something, or they're not committing, or they're non-committal, or they're keeping their distance, or they're hiding something, or they're avoiding something. There's someone here that's avoiding something with regards to commitment, money, or stability. And someone's waiting for money to come in. This is a message just for someone, not for all of you. There's someone here that owes someone money and they're avoiding them. They're waiting for money, but they're avoiding something to do with money. Or they're avoiding a conversation about commitment, or they're avoiding a conversation about money, or they're avoiding a conversation about going forwards. Someone is saying that you're going too quickly. Give me some time. I need some time. Someone's being like very tiptoey with their words. They're being like very shifty is what I'm getting. Very, very shifty indeed. Why is the Nine of Pentacles here in reverse in the present moment for Leo? Nine of Cups in reverse. The Magician in the upright. Nine of Cups in reverse. Queen of Swords in the reverse. So some of you, yeah, you're determined to turn a money situation around. Some of you are not doing well financially at the moment. And you're determined to turn that around, perhaps. And this Ace of Pentacles, you're manifesting, you're creating, you're getting back up on your horse, your throne, your feet, and you're thinking, right, I'm not great financially, but I'm going to work my socks off or get a better job or earn some more money, and I'm going to turn it around and become stable. That's just for whoever that resonates for. There's someone here who is, there could have been some harsh words with someone, or there's someone here that's very clever with their words. This might be this energy over here that I'm reading. Someone here is quite greedy, selfish, very much consumed with their own wants, needs, desires, and I just keep getting avoidant, runner chaser, very cut off, very just bloody hard work to deal with. Like, I'm looking at this energy and I'm thinking, cool, I'd open a bottle of wine if I was connected to this person. Probably two. Sorry, but yeah, I don't mince my words, you know that. All right, Page of Swords, there you go. Page of Swords, someone's spying, watching someone, looking for information, waiting for some sort of communication. Waiting for someone to tell them the truth. Waiting for someone to contact them, waiting for some online message or possibly some information. Possibly someone's waiting for some information or communication about their money or about their job, or about some sort of financial investment. Someone's waiting for some direct and honest communication from someone that they're never ever going to get it from. And someone here has had some harsh words or given someone some harsh words or some harsh truths. Ah, the Sun. Ah, yeah. Someone has seen the truth and delivered some harsh truths, and this person ever since has been avoiding, distancing, cut off, because they didn't like the truths they were given. A Leo will always find your truths. A Leo will always see the truths. We are one of the most insightful, intuitive, and yeah, psychic signs of the tarot. Yes, Cancers, Pisces, they're all intuitive, but there's something about a Leo. We detect bullshit from a mile and a half away, a million miles away. So we'll always find it out. That's a message for someone. Sorry, but it is what it is. The potential for Leo. Why is Death here in the reverse? Why is Death here in the reverse? Okay, you wanted to come out. Page of Wands in reverse. Why is Death here in the reverse for Leo in the potential? The Hermit. The Magician. Right. In the potential, you're making a change. You know that you've been putting something off, Leo. You know you've been putting something off, but you're determined to make a change. You're determined to face something head on and go through some sort of ending or transformation. You've been doing some soul searching, but I think it's time to come out of, you've searched enough, you've looked enough, you've soul searched, you've gone within, you've had time out, and now it's time to get on with it. That's quite blunt for someone, but it's time to get on with it. And I think that time away has given you what you needed to get back into that fiery energy and to make things happen. Yeah. You found your oomph again, Leo. Jupiter is in Leo. Yeah. Leos are kind of going through a power surge at the moment. Let's just say a power surge. One almighty power surge. It's time to get shit done, Leo. Why is the Sun here in the potential for Leo? Strength. Strength, Judgment in the reverse, the Five of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, like I just said, there's the card that confirms it. You're having a power surge. It's time to get shit done. And there's the confirmation. You're getting back on your throne. You're putting your crown back on. You're getting your power back. You're getting your Leo oomph back. You're getting your sun back, your happiness back, your fulfillment back. You're putting on your wizard cloak, your magician cloak. You're roaring a bit and you're thinking, up I get, on I go. It's time to deal with whatever I need to deal with and move on, move forward, get back to my good, positive, loving, powerful Leo energy. There's still a bit of fear of change. There's still that fear, that resistance, but I'm getting the determination and the courage is overpowering that, and this natural positivity and spark that Leos have to always keep going. That is now overriding the fear, the resistance, and the hiding away from things that need to be done. Five of Cups in the reverse, acceptance, moving on. It is what it is. Time to move on because I want to be happy. Eight of Swords, feeling stuck in your mind, or you were feeling stuck in your mind. Now that floated to the top, to the bottom, that floated onto the floor. So I don't know. Yeah, you could be in your mind a bit, or you was in your mind about things, but you're determined to stop overthinking, stop being worried, stop being anxious, and get over it, get on with it. Why is the World here in reverse for Leo in the potential? Eight of Cups, Seven of Cups in the upright. You're moving on from anything that keeps you confused, stuck, indecisive. You're moving on from anything that doesn't fulfill you emotionally. You're moving on from anyone that keeps you confused, or anyone that doesn't know how they feel, anyone that isn't truthful with you, anyone that is so indecisive that they stay all their life at a crossroads because they're always scared of making the wrong decision in case they miss out on something better. Go and find something better then. You know, you're you're moving on. You're moving on from anything and anyone that keeps you stuck. And more importantly, you're not going to get in your own way. You're not going to ignore any red flags. You're not going to question your intuition. You're not going to ignore your intuition. You're going to face up to it. You're going to accept it. You're going to be who you truly are, I'm getting. You're going to be who you are meant to be. You're going to be who you always were meant to be. You're getting back to yourself. This is who you were meant to be. Something about your power, they don't know how strong you are. Do they know who you are? They don't know who you are. It's just some downloads I'm getting, messages, words. It's like you've had this sense of fear that was never yours to have. You've tamed the beast, you've tamed the lion, you've gotten control. There's a real heavy, you had some sort of anger, Leo, that you've turned into pure power. You've turned some sort of anger, rage into pure power. Fuel for the fire. It's fueled your fire in a positive way. Eight of Wands in reverse. Why is it here in the potential? Five of Pentacles and the King of Swords. Okay. I can only read that. You're not communicating. This is so much positive energy here. There is possibly, I've got a feeling that if anyone circles back to you during retrograde especially, I have a feeling that if anyone should circle back to you with any of this BS that they gave you in the past, if I'm talking on a romantic level for whoever that resonates for, I have a feeling that you are going to give them some truths in a very no-nonsense, direct way. You're not taking any more action towards anyone or anything that leaves you feeling left out. Anyone that's going to manipulate you, anyone that's not truthful with you. You are not going to talk to them, take action to them. They're not going to be in your energy, full stop. You are just not, you're not going to wait around for them, that's for sure. You don't want anything in your energy anymore that is going to make you question yourself or hold back or stop yourself progressing. Yeah. Let's get some oracle cards. Let's get some oracle cards. I'm not going to put these ones into their suits, am I? I'm going to draw, am I? No, because I think I've got the message across, really. I think I've got the message across. Let's get some oracles a minute. Let's get some oracles. What have we got for Leo? What messages have we got for Leo? What messages have we got for Leo? Passion. Self-indulgence. Grounding. The runner. This energy over here. Fear of intimacy. Running away. Intensity and letting go. Turmoil and fleeting. What did I say about this energy? If this was to do with someone that you were romantically connected to, they run in quick to you. And here's the confirmation. They run in quick to you. There's the Chariot. And then they run in quick, possibly for some passion. Yeah? They run in quick for some passion, insane chemistry, sparks and having fun, equal interest or equal attraction, mutual attraction, burning desire. They come in quick, and then once the passion's done, yeah, once the passion's finished, there ain't no more growth, and they don't know how they feel, and then they run away. There's confirmation for that little energy there. Self-indulgence, self-worth and value. Time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciation. Strength. The Sun, your happiness. The Magician, your power, your manifestations, the things you want to do, the things you want to create, your determination to be abundant, to receive, to have all the great things, good, great, lovely things that you want in your life, that are good for you, that are healing for you. Yeah? Your value, your worth, all the goodness that you want in life, all the positive energy, all the happy, glorious, lovely things. Indulge yourself, know your value, know your worth, and know that you are worthy of all of this. Grounding, stability and security, performance, growth and endurance. Well, there ain't no one, or there's nothing that's got more endurance on this planet than a lion, than a Leo, the inner fire, the inner power, the inner want to succeed, and kind of getting out of those inconsistent energies, stability and security. That if you are kind of struggling to get all your responsibilities and your priorities and your money, you know, it's a bit everywhere and you're feeling a bit like you ain't got enough money, you don't have enough. It's about grounding yourself, finding balance, make a list, getting back to you know, basics, ingoings, outgoings, taking one step at a time, one day at a time, bit by bit, piece by piece, restoring that balance in a chaotic, you know, when you're trying to do everything at once. It's about just going back to basics, sitting and thinking, right, what have I got to do? How am I going to, and as well, getting advice from friends or family, or, you know, from a professional, whether it be about money or job or career, you know, getting the advice that you need from who you need to get it from. That will help you out so you don't feel like you've got to do it all on your own. So, messages from the universe for my lovely Leos. Whose birthday is it soon? When are your birthdays hitting, lovely Leos? My birthday is on the 11th of August. An 11th of August Leo. Right. Messages from the universe. What have we got for Leo, please? Final words from the universe for Leo. I always do 2 from the bottom and 2 from the top. Maybe that's my thing. Why are they all in reverse? Well, these ones can't be read in reverse, so ha. We will on that one. Signs. Instincts are the message from the inner divine. Yeah, your high priestess, your intuition, that little gut feeling, that little inkling that says, don't do it, don't believe it, you shouldn't do that. No, you're right on that one. Yeah, signs. Don't ignore them, don't avoid them, and don't, when you know that you're getting instinctual feel, when you know that you're seeing red flags, and you know that you see them, and you know that you see them, and just because there's chemistry or passion or intensity or whatever, you go, oh, but you know, it might get better. Don't ignore them, because you'll suffer in the long run. Don't ignore your intuition. Never, ever, ever, ever. Non-duality. Let your authentic humanity shine forth, while also bowing to the inner divine, your intuition. You can become fluent at doing both. So I guess that is like a balance between your physical world and your spiritual inner self. So be you, but don't ignore your intuition. That's the message today, Leo. Don't ignore your intuition, because it will never fail you. Divine flow. Eventually, one sublime desire takes precedence over all others to follow. The tail. I can't say that because that's to do with thingy. Some of these can be really sort of. So this is about desire. I don't know. Divine flow. Go with your inner flow. Be yourself. Detachment. With detachment, you finally feel whole inside, with or without the fulfillment of a particular desire. Ironically, that's often when it's fulfilled. Let go, detach, go with the flow. Don't try and control everything. Don't worry. Don't just know that you're always going to be all right, no matter what. The Magician, the Sun, and actually, the most important thing is the inner beast, the inner strength, the inner power, the inner Leo. Never forget that, because that's the one thing that keeps, no matter how many times we get knocked down, we shake off our fur, we lick our wounds, and then we get back up. And then we start to roar again. And that's when you've got to be worried. That's what I have for you, Leo. Hope it helped. Hope it resonated. Wishing you lots of love. Until the next time. Bye-bye.